You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Aloha, I'm Kyra Keli. Welcome to the Big Island, Hawaii at its best. This is our signature program, showcasing the best of our island. We'll share with you amazing points of interest, including historical locations, cultural activities, and of course, shopping, dining, and fun adventures. Your time on the island starts with us, Hawaii at its best, on Big Island Television. Our Big Island journey begins in West Hawaii, on the sunny Kona Coast, home of historical sites and world-class sporting events.
Our Big Island experience begins on the sunny Kona Coast, an area that has captivated Hawaiian royalty as well as visiting travelers for over 2 centuries. Kailua is a colorful and picturesque bayfront fishing village. Here is the perfect combination of the best of old Hawaii with all the conveniences of a modern resort town. You have a choice of first-class resort hotels and condominiums scattered along the coastline. Kailua also has a number of well-preserved historical sites. The Ahauena Heiau, or Temple in Kamakahonu Bay, was rebuilt by Kamehameha and used as the seat of his government in his later years. Today, the bay is perfect for some fun in the sun and other ocean-related activities. Across the bay and in the center of the village is Hulihe'e Palace, built in 1838 by Governor John Kuakini, brother-in-law to Kamehameha. This museum of early artifacts was once the summer palace for King David Kalakaua. Today, the palace grounds is the center for many community and cultural activities. And by the way, Hawaii is the only state in the nation with royal historic residences. Across the street from the palace is Mokuaikawa Church, the first Christian church in the islands. The lava rock and coral building was first dedicated in 1823 and finished 14 years later. Its stone arch was built in 1910, dedicated to the arrival of the first missionaries. Kailua also boasts some of the best restaurants found on any island in the Pacific, serving fresh-caught island fish and locally raised beef and produce. You'll find no shortage of entertainment along the coast either, from an exotic Polynesian review show to a romantic sunset dinner sail down the coastline. There always seems to be some reason for celebration in Kona, and King Kamehameha's birthday in June is one of the best. Almost everyone turns out for the colorful Kamehameha Day Parade, which winds its way through Kailua Village. On the same day, paddling teams from around the island get together in Kailua Bay for traditional canoe racing competitions. For an even bigger paddling competition, each Labor Day weekend, Kailua Kona is host of the world's largest long-distance outrigger canoe race, a grueling 18-mile open ocean challenge in honor of Queen Lili'u Okalani. Another long-distance endurance test that attracts worldwide competitors is the Ironman World Championship. 2,000 athletes converge here, the birthplace of Ironman Triathlon, on the second Saturday in October for this 3-stage race. A 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike race, followed by a full marathon. On the north edge of town, you can enjoy the Kona Community Aquatic Center, a beautiful white sandy beach, and a community jogging path, perfect for all skill levels. Kona is probably best known for its deep-sea fishing. One of the best sports fishing fleets found in any ocean operates out of Honokaa Harbor, 4 miles north of Kailua Village. The fully equipped boats and their crews are always available for full or half-day fishing charters. And when it comes to landing the big one, Kailua Kona is the place to be. These waters are known for its deep-sea fishing, and each August, anglers from around the world come to participate in the most prestigious of all deep water fishing competitions. the Hawaiian International Billfish Tournament, which, by the way, was formed in 1959, just 2 days after Hawaii became a state. Next door to the harbor is Kaloko Honokaa National Historic Park. Here you'll find a wetland sanctuary protecting native birds, a resting spot for turtles, and a beautiful, calm, sandy beach. Reaping the benefits of the ocean in a different manner is the Natural Energy Laboratory of Hawaii Authority. Established in 1974, its mission is to provide resources for research and ocean-related commercial activities. A day of fun in the sun can be found at Puhili Bay at Kohala Coast, nicknamed Pine Trees, easy access and family-friendly. Before leaving Puhili Bay, treat yourself to a bit of Hawaii's navigational history. At the end of the access road, look for this pathway. You'll come upon a large thatched hut, and there you'll find a star compass. The Pacific Islander system of navigation relying on the observation of the stars, wind, and ocean swells. The star compass is a framework based on the 32 houses of the sky, which tells the navigator where to point his vessel in open ocean journeys. This guidance system was used in the early discovery of Hawaii and continues to be used today. Highway 19 is dotted with many beautiful beaches, one of which is just after mile 88. This is Manini Ovali Beach at Kua Bay. White sand, turquoise waters, and also very family-friendly. Well, stay with us. Up next, it's fun in the sun and shopping at the resort town of Waikoloa. You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii at its best.
Experience the art of cuisine and waterfront dining with Foster's Kitchen. Our goal is always to use the freshest ingredients, locally sourced and then prepared with time and care. Join us for our pauhana and enjoy delicious farm-to-table style creations. Fresh, local, scratch. Taste the difference at Foster's Kitchen in the Coconut Grove Marketplace and King Shops, Waikoloa.
It's an event that brings the best of Hawaii's local artists, craftsmen, and food vendors together in one location. Join us for Kokua Kailua, the Kailua Village Stroll on Ali'i Drive, where you'll find authentic made-in-Hawaii crafts, artwork, jewelry, and delicious island cuisine. The Kailua Village Stroll happens one Sunday monthly from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Log on to this website for all the details. Shop, dine, and buy local at the Kailua Village Stroll.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Next, it's white sandy beaches, a round of golf, and delicious cuisine as we travel north to the gathering place of the Kohala Coast.
Our Big Island experience journeys northward over stark black volcanic flows that contrast sharply against the turquoise blue waters of the Kohala Coast, also known as the Big Island's Gold Coast. Here are some of the most beautiful beaches, golf courses, and resort recreational facilities on the island. Imaginative development has created a thriving modern oasis amidst the desolate lava desert. With more than 6,000 hotel, resort, timeshare, and condominium rooms available, this is one of the foremost destinations in the world. Golf, anyone? Some of the courses here, ranging in skill levels from recreational to professional, were designed by the biggest names in the sport. The public beaches along the Kohala Coast include Anai Ho'omalu Bay, with its endless white sandy shoreline. Visitors here enjoy a wide array of ocean-related activities. You'll also find fish ponds that reflect the ancient Hawaiian practice of aquaculture, and the blooms of the Naupaka blossom, whose legend speaks of reunited love. Waikoloa Resort offers a wide array of name-brand shopping and quaint gift boutiques, Dine to your heart's content, from small sandwich shops to restaurants that offer the finest island cuisine. Just outside of the shops is this vast open lava field with Hawaii's history written in stone. This petroglyph field is where you can walk into Hawaii's past by viewing the abundant display of fascinating images depicting life in early Hawaii. Just a few yards away, you can literally walk into Hawaii's past. This is the Alakahakai National Historic Trail, all total 175 miles in length. The early travelers made their way around the island by walking or by horseback on this trail. Waikoloa Resort, the gathering place of the Kohala Coast. Average temperature 74 degrees. Fun in the sun year-round. Stay with us. Up next, our Big Island experience takes you to North Hawaii. You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Now that you've arrived, you're taking in all the Big Island has to offer. Hawaii's outdoors are beautiful. However, even in paradise, accidents do happen. Should you need medical attention, the emergency room at North Hawaii Community Hospital is open 24/7, close to the Kohala resorts and staffed with first-rate physicians, providing a compassionate care. Located in Waimea, visit us at North Hawaii Community Hospital, an affiliate of the Queen's Health Systems.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
As we continue our travels, we will find world-class resorts, beautiful beaches, and the birthplace of King Kamehameha.
Our Big Island experience continues north of Waikoloa. Here is the pristine Hapuna Beach State Park with its crystal blue waters, a popular spot for family picnics, swimming, body surfing, and sunbathing. Ocean conditions can sometimes be unpredictable. As a safety precaution, be sure to consult with lifeguards before entering the water. Next door is Kaunaoa Bay, another ideal spot for soaking in the sun. Next on our tour is the district of Kauai High, home to the impressive Pu'ukohola Heiau, built by Kamehameha in 1790. This structure played a crucial role in the unification of the Hawaiian Islands, for it was prophesied that if Kamehameha were to build the temple and dedicate it to his family's war god, he would reign over all the islands. Thousands of men labored for an entire year constructing this 224-foot by 100-foot sacred heiau. Today, this National Historic Site offers a hands-on Hawaiian arts and crafts fair held during the summer months. In the winter months, you can view breaching whales with their shoreline whale-watching program. Within walking distance of the heiau is Ohaiula, also known as Spencer Beach Park. Calm waters, perfect white sands, along with restrooms and barbecue facilities, makes this location ideal for family outings. Further up Highway 270 is Lapakahi State Park. Learn about life on a traditional Hawaiian fishing village. Take a self-guided tour through the partially restored remains of this ancient settlement. The drive into Kohala town is beautiful, overlooking lush green lands, the wide blue Pacific, and the island of Maui. The town of Hawi is a collection of boutique shops, art galleries, and restaurants that feature fresh, homegrown island cuisine. This is a very historic region. In the mid-1970s, Kohala was one of the largest producers of sugarcane, with numerous mills throughout this region. Kohala is also home to two sacred sites. Mo'okini Heiau is considered a living spiritual heiau, and this is the birthplace of King Kamehameha. It's believed that Halley's Comet streaked across the night sky at the time of his birth. You'll find a statue of the king in Kapa'au, standing tall in the center of town. A floral celebration and a grand parade is held in his honor each June. And by the way, Hawaii is the only state in the nation with holidays for royalty. In the month of March for Prince Kuhio, and in June for Kamehameha. Also in Kapa'au is the Hawaii Wildlife Center, a response organization that provides hands-on wildlife rehabilitation. Volunteers are welcome. And some of the island's best traditional Hawaiian music comes from Kohala. Music from the Lim family. And John Ke'ave. At the end of Highway 270 is the beautiful Pololu Valley, a colorful vista of dramatic cliffs and the black sand northeastern coastline. Without a doubt, one of the most spectacular panoramic views on the island. Years ago, rainfall from this valley was funneled to nearby crops and livestock via a waterway canal. Leaving Kohala Town, we head up the Kohala Mountain Road, Highway 250, elevation 4,000 feet. This is open sky country. Take a scenic stop and enjoy the view. Kohala Mountain Road leads us into the town of Waimea, and that's next on our Circle Island tour here on Big Island Television. You're watching Hawaii at its best.
Aloha, I'm Eileen Lasser with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle. Are you in pursuit of your dream home? Your search ends here. Our team of professionals at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle is committed to making your dream a reality. Whether you're seeking a charming first-time family home or a serene beachfront retirement abode, we are your dream team. Coming up next, you're going to meet one of my friendly and knowledgeable realtors, showcasing one of our properties at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle.
Aloha, I am Angel Wanamaker with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle. I am excited to introduce you to this stunning home on Kololea Street in Kailua, Kona. This meticulously maintained single-level, air-conditioned, 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home is a true slice of paradise. Step into outdoor living at its finest, complete with a saltwater pool, hot tub, outdoor shower, and a variety of tropical fruit trees. Stepping out to this expansive covered lanai gives you the opportunity to entertain friends while enjoying the Hawaiian weather and seasonal whale watching. Plus, your furry friends will love the safety of the fully fenced yard. The kitchen boasts modern appliances and a handy breakfast bar. The extra-large main bedroom offers an ensuite bathroom. 3 additional bedrooms offer versatility for a large family, visiting guests, a home office, or use as a hobby room. And if that weren't enough, this home is equipped with an owned, net-metered photovoltaic system and some smart home switches. Enjoy the tranquility of this conveniently located home, just moments from beaches, shopping, restaurants, and less than a half a mile from the coastline in Kailua, Kona. If you are searching for your slice of paradise, give me a call. I am Angel Wanamaker with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle.
At Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle, we understand that buying and selling a home can feel like a roller coaster ride. We're here to guide you smoothly through every twist and turn. It all begins with a friendly, no-pressure meeting with one of our experienced agents. Before you know it, you'll be waking up in paradise every morning. Don't hesitate to contact us at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Island Lifestyle, located at the shops at Mauna Kea and now next door to the new Safeway in Kona. Your dream home awaits.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
As we continue along the Hamakua Coast, we learn the history of Hawaiian cattle ranching and visit a majestic location where the early chiefs called their home.
Our Big Island experience travels over Highway 250 through the Kohala Mountains and down to Waimea. This ranching town is in the heart of rugged cattle country. Waimea is the home of the famed Parker Ranch. In 1809, a young seaman named John Parker jumped ship on the Big Island and started what has become the Parker Ranch we know today. The first cattle arrived in Hawaii in 1793 when British Captain George Vancouver delivered a herd to Kamehameha. Horses arrived 10 years later. In the 1830s, Mexican and Portuguese vaqueros came to the island to teach the Hawaiians the cattle trade. During the mid-1930s, cattle that was ready for market were shipped off island. The cattle drive through town became an event in itself, as everyone turned out to watch the cowboys herd their livestock into the water and out to the waiting ship. One gentleman who left his mark in Hawaii's Paniolo tradition is Ikua Purdy. Back in 1908, he became the world's steer roping champion while competing in Cheyenne, Wyoming. In 1999, he was inducted into the National Rodeo Cowboy Hall of Fame, and today, a statue stands in his honor in downtown Waimea. Having such a rich history, this museum celebrates the achievements of the cowboy. The Paniolo Preservation Society chronicles Hawaii's ranching accomplishments and the generations of Paniolo that made it all possible. Honoring the First Lady of Ranching is the Anna Ranch Heritage Center, a working cattle ranch and a museum telling the story of Anna Le'aloha Lindsay Perry Fisk, known for her ranching and horsemanship skills and love for her community. For today's ranchers, the focus is on pasture-raised beef. Most of today's livestock are a cross between Angus, Brangus, and Hereford. The cattle are grass-fed, which produces leaner cuts of meat, lowering the fat content and providing a healthier choice. Waimea is a town of history and tradition with all the conveniences of a modern town. And chances are your dinner plate contains beef and produce grown and raised in Waimea. Also noteworthy, Waimea is home to the state of Hawaii's very first Grammy Award. If you enjoy hiking, exploring, or just feeling the green grass under your toes, this is the Waimea Nature Park, Ulula'au, meaning Garden of Trees, open to the public every day. Each February, a colorful festival is held to celebrate the cherry blossom, the colorful pink blooms of these historic cherry trees. Originally planted by Japanese royalty, the event embraces Hawaii's ethnic diversity. Leaving Waimea and traveling eastward, it takes us to the Hamakua coastline, the sleepy little plantation town of Honokaa, population 3,000. This is the hub of most Hamakua activity. The people here are descendants of immigrant plantation workers who worked the sugar fields from 1873 to 1994. Honokaa is a historic town. Shops, boutiques, and restaurants line Main Street. The hub of community activity is the Honokaa People's Theater that features theater productions and live concerts. The area is also known for its macadamia nut production. The first macadamia nut trees in Hawaii came from Australia and were planted in Honokaa in 1881. It has developed into a major industry, and today consumers have come to realize how delicious the macadamia nut really is. In the district of Honokaa is the spectacular Waipio Valley with its 2,000-foot walls cutting back into the Kohala Mountains. At one time, this serene valley was heavily populated by ancient Hawaiians. However, tidal waves devastated the valley more than once, and today there remains only a few taro farmers and their families who are reluctant to give up the simplicity and awesome beauty of Waipio. The best way to truly enjoy the many valleys along the coastline is by air. Sheer mountain walls tower over 2,000 feet above meandering streams and waterfalls that cascade into rivers and the ocean far below. The sculptured terrain of this lush tropical coastline is considered by many to be the most beautiful in the world. Upland from Honokaa town is the 100-acre Kalopa Recreational State Park, elevation 2,000 feet. If you're a camping enthusiast, the park offers full lodging conveniences, picnic grounds, and a forest nature hike amongst the native foliage. Driving east along the Hamakua coast, we arrive at the town of Laupahoehoe. Back in the early 1900s, the sounds of railroad trains were a daily occurrence. At the time, building the tracks seemed impossible. The railway had to cross hundreds of streams and valleys. Large steel supports were erected 150 feet high. Once completed, raw sugar, agricultural products, and passengers were transported to various destinations. This long concrete platform, which remains intact today, was the original arrival and stop-off point for all train passengers. Inside this museum are the stories of that time period. Tragedy struck on April Fool's Day 1946 when a massive tsunami came on shore. At that time, there were no warning systems. No one knew the waves were coming. The railroad system took a direct hit, and so did Laupahoehoe School, where 24 residents, both teachers and students, lost their lives. Today, a monument stands in honor of those who perished. Because of this event, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center was established in 1949. The area today is a favorite gathering place for picnics, community events, fishing, and relaxation. Next, we journey onto the beautiful Akaka Falls State Park, certainly one of the most sensational sights along the Hamakua coast. Legend says the falls is named for Chief Akaka, a married man who, one night, was unfaithful to his wife. He became so overwhelmed with guilt that he jumped over the cliff into the pond below. His wife, heartbroken over his death, was then transformed into this rock. Her tears continues to flow into the valley of Akaka Falls. Well, stay with us. When we return, it's a visit to Hilo Town and the sights of East Hawaii. You're with Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
In the picturesque Paniolo town of Waimea, you'll find Parker Square. It's a treasure chest of shopping for unique items, services, and local refreshments. Visit Parker Square.
Inspired by the flora, fauna, and stories of Hawaii, the silver and goldsmiths of Sassafras truly bring the legends to life. Handcrafted with only the finest metals and our family's aloha. Preserve your memories and keep your toes in the sand by taking home a unique piece of the Big Island from Sassafras.
Opened in 1984 by Maria, the Gallery of Great Things has a wonderful collection of Hawaiian, Polynesian, and Asian art, featuring over 200 local artists and their crafts of jewelry, kapa, paintings, woodworks, and many other unique items. The Gallery of Great Things, where you're always welcome to come in and look around.
An inspiring collection of chic, sophisticated, and stylish fashions are waiting for you at Hula Moon Boutique. With Kathy's personalized fashion tips, you will find the perfect style for your body type. Seasonal clothing and accessories arrive daily and are offered in limited quantities. Dressing women beautifully since 2007, it's Hula Moon Boutique.
At Waimea Coffee Company, our friendly, community-oriented, recreationally mischievous, and covertly professional staff is here to serve you. Try a mocha, cappuccino, or dark side cortado. Hungry? Satisfy your appetite with a real fruit smoothie, acai bowl, fresh local salad, or a yummy panini. Come for the coffee, stay for the aloha. Waimea Coffee Company.
Bentley's home collection is filled with unique and whimsical gifts, with an emphasis on one-of-a-kind crafts from local artisans, including many items that have been created from reusable materials. No matter what your style is, you'll find something for you and your home at Bentley's Home Collection. Come smile with us.
Illuminate your heart and mind with these offerings from Sweet Wind: books, incense, jewelry, crystals, mineral specimens, yoga and meditation supplies. Many unique, one-of-a-kind gifts and an abundant variety of beads for all ages. Find it at Sweet Wind.
A local favorite since 1970, Waimea General Store is one of Hawaii's truly unique island stores. Explore local and imported gifts, Hawaiian soaps, lotions, tasty treats, wood items, gift cards, and Hawaiian children's books. Some of this, some of that. Waimea General Store, a good fun Hawaii store.
Off Highway 19 and in the heart of Paniolo country. Come and explore the unique shops at Parker Square.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Our Circle Island tour visits the City of Rainbows, a vibrant town with breathtaking natural beauty. Welcome to Hilo.
Welcome to Hilo, the city of rainbows and the seat of our local county government. Population 52,000 and growing. The first inhabitants arrived here in the year 1100 AD, most of them residing along Wailuku River. Hilo means to twist, referring to the braiding or lashing used to secure canoes along this river. A replica statue of King Kamehameha stands watch over Hilo. Sculpted and crafted in Italy, this statue was dedicated in 1997. And just how strong was the king? In the year 1789, it was said that he who could overturn this 2.5-ton stone would conquer and unite the Hawaiian Islands. Only one man could do it, the great Kamehameha. In the early days, Hilo was a sugar boom town. It was the retail center of the island, and visitors flocked to the area to shop, work, and eventually live. Between the years 1935 to 1965, the arrival of cruise ships in Hilo Harbor was a festive occasion. These majestic vessels arrived from the West Coast to a grand dockside celebration. On their departure, passengers said goodbye with long paper streamers. But maybe what they were really doing was holding on to Hawaii for a moment longer. The ocean has brought joy and disaster. Hilo has had its share of destructive tsunamis. 3 of the most powerful in recent history occurred in April 1946, May 1960, and November 1975, causing a total of $52 million in damages and the deaths of 225 residents. Today, those who perished are remembered with monuments erected in their honor. A detailed chronicle of tidal activity in Hawaii can be found at the Pacific Tsunami Center. A museum that chronicles the arrival of Hawaii's first missionaries can be found just up the street at the Lyman House Memorial Museum. Beginning Easter Sunday, Hilo stages its grand event, the Merry Monarch Festival, a 6-day celebration held in honor of King David Kalakaua. The Grand Parade showcases Hawaii's diverse cultures. The true purpose of the event is the Merry Monarch Hula Competition, Hawaii's most prestigious competition. After being suppressed for many years, it was King Kalakaua who restored the hula to his people. Why? Because in his words, hula is the language of the heart, and therefore the heartbeat of the Hawaiian people. Along the Hilo coastline is Queen Liliuokalani Gardens. At 30 acres in size, this Japanese-themed park is the largest of its kind outside of Japan. Across the street is Moku'ola, Coconut Island, used for community events and family gatherings. Legend says this site was once home to a healing temple. At the top of Hilo town is Boiling Pots, part of the 28-mile Wailuku River system, the longest river in the state. Pe'epe'e Falls makes for a dramatic backdrop. The rushing water then moves down to Rainbow Falls. Its name comes from the mid-morning sunlight that falls directly onto its misty spray, creating a rainbow effect. It's a special moment not seen by many. Hilo has the island's only zoo. The Panaeva Rainforest Zoo and Gardens is the only natural tropical rainforest zoo in the United States. The main attraction are these two felines. This pair of Bengal tigers, male and female, were gifted to the Hilo Zoo from the state of Oregon. Take some time and spend a relaxing day in Hilo. On the upside of town is Imiloa Astronomy Center. Their outdoor landscape consists of over 50 native plant species from Hawaii's different microenvironments, some of them commonly found, others extremely rare and endangered. Imiloa is a gathering place for the integration of science and our indigenous culture. The stories of the universe and space exploration are told through exhibits and with movies shown in their full-dome planetarium. But the best way to truly peer into the heavens is from 13,700 feet. High atop Mauna Kea mountain is where many of the world's top astronomers do their work. Here are observatories that house the world's largest and most powerful optical and infrared telescopes. From this location, scientists can see much further into space with far greater clarity than has ever been possible. Mauna Kea is usually covered with snow for about 3 months each winter, making it a wonderful winter playground. Only on the Big Island can you play in snow, and a few hours later, be soaking in the sun on a warm, sandy beach. A short drive downslope brings you to the Elisanonezuka Center for International Astronomy, named in honor of our Hawaii-born astronaut who perished in the Challenger disaster, January 1986. At the base of the mountain is the Daniel K. Inouye Highway, Route 200, traversing the center of the island to both East and West Hawaii. A midway rest stop offers clean facilities, picnic tables, and a children's playground. Thank you for watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel. When we return, we visit Madame Pele.
Do you have prediabetes? Now imagine yourself 1 year from now. You're choosing to eat well, choosing to stay active, reducing stress, and you're enjoying time with your friends and family even more, all because you chose to take care of your health. KTA's Diabetes Prevention Program is here for you. We have a virtual and in-person program which has received full plus recognition from the CDC. Choose to be the best you because you're someone special.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
What would you say is the largest attraction we have here on the island? Yep, that's right. Let's head on over to the Puna District, to Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, home of Madame Pele.
Hawaii at its best is now at the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, home of Madame Pele, the Hawaiian volcano goddess. Hawaiian chants and oral traditions tell of the many eruptions she created. Kilauea is among the most active volcano in the world and is the most intensely observed and best understood volcano on our planet. It is a shield volcano built against the southeastern slope of Mauna Loa. Halemaumau crater lies within the main caldera. This crater is the principal site of activity at Kilauea's summit. Thomas Jagger was a geologist at MIT. He recognized that to fully understand volcanoes, one must study them continuously before, during, and after eruptions. The park was formally recognized by Congress in 1916. Here's a look at how visitors back then spent a day in the park. This seems to be the original Chain of Craters Road. By the looks of it, visitors had complete freedom to roam as they wished, and even hit a few golf balls into the crater. In 1955, Kilauea volcano erupted on the lower east rift zone for the first time since 1840. The eruption lasted for 88 days, opened 24 vents 9 miles long, multiple fountains reaching 2,000 feet high, 21 homes destroyed, 4,000 acres covered by lava. But maybe best of all, viewing was safe. Many visitors flocked to the area to get a front row seat, including those staying at the Volcano House Hotel. Dinner and cocktails overlooking an active volcano. In 1960, 29 miles down from Kilauea, ground fractures appeared in the town of Kapoho, followed by numerous earthquakes, clear signs of an impending eruption. January 14th, 1960, in back of the local mom-and-pop stores, the earth opened with a tremendous eruption. Fountains were in close proximity to the town. Violent steam emissions spewed tephra, which are pyroclastic materials ejected from a volcano. Bulldozers built barricades hoping to divert the flow. They were unsuccessful. Local farmers evacuated after packing up their crops. Lava spilled into the ocean 2 miles away, and by January 28th, most of Kapoho had been destroyed. A few years later, in 1969, we saw the Mauna Ulu eruption that lasted 1,774 days. The current eruption activity here in the island began at Pu'u'o'o Kupaeanaha, January 3rd, 1983. Centered on Kilauea's East Rift Zone, over its first 3 years, 44 lava fountains built a cinder cone later named Pu'u'o'o. East of Kilauea was Royal Garden Subdivision. In 1983, about 200 structures were built here, but in the years to come, all properties were taken by lava flows. A year later, March 1984, Hilo witnessed the eruption of Mauna Loa Mountain. The flow advanced northeast towards the outskirts of Hilo town and ended 22 days later. Next for Madame Pele was March 1990, when lava entered the Kalapana community and its famed Kalapana Black Sand Beach. Threatened were the beach, the town, its park and shops, and the Star of the Sea painted church built in 1927. So important was this church for the local townspeople that they hoisted the entire building onto a truck to save it from the incoming flow. By the end of the year, the Kalapana Black Sand Beach and the entire community, including 100 homes, were buried under 80 feet of lava. The church was saved in a new location. Also gone was the Queen's Bath, a freshwater pond once enjoyed by Hawaiian royalty and was a favorite swimming hole for local residents. October 2014, lava from Pu'u'o'o flows 14 miles into the town of Pahoa, stopping just short of the Pahoa transfer station. It's now the year 2018. Madame Pele unleashes her fury in the quiet community of Leilani Estates, located in the Puna district, 25 miles south of Hilo town. Population, about 2,000. The subdivision was formed in 1964. Here, community pride runs deep and strong. For many, this was the perfect location to raise a family and build a future. Wednesday, April 25th, Halemaumau Lava Lake produces 90 acres of new lava. Tuesday, May 1st, a 4.0 magnitude earthquake recorded offshore from Pu'u'o'o. Wednesday, May 2nd, at Halemaumau, lava sat in this lake until, without notice, the floor collapsed, which allowed magma to escape and flow rapidly downstream to Puna, which includes Leilani Estates. Here is the East Rift Zone. Leilani Estates is located about 25 miles downwind from Kilauea Volcano. Rift zones are areas where the volcano is rifting or splitting apart. These large cracks opens the way for magma to reach the surface. Thursday, May 3rd, surface cracks appear in the subdivision roads. Steam and sulfur fumes escapes from deep down. Then at 5 p.m., an eruption commences in Leilani Estates. The first fountain reached 150 feet high, 200 yards wide. Friday, May 4th at 12:30 p.m., the island was rattled by a 6.9 magnitude earthquake centered 10 miles southwest of Leilani Estates. It was Hawaii's biggest earthquake since 1975. Eruption activity continues in Leilani subdivision, as this once a tranquil family residential community where 2,000 residents have built their lives is now being overtaken by lava. Monday, May 7th, Fissure 10 opens. So far, 35 structures are destroyed. Here we see a car being swallowed up by the lava. Through the month of May, numerous fissures opened onto Leilani Estates. This fissure type of activity was extensive and commonplace. A single fountain-type eruption would come weeks later. Of the 28 fissures that opened, all eventually subsided, except for fissure number 8. Farther back from the coastline, this is the path it would take down to the ocean. All the lava you see here is now coming from this one single fountain. Fissure 8 forms a large, channeled flow downslope towards the Pacific. In between the fountain and the ocean is Kapoho beach lots and nearby vacation land. As it was mentioned earlier, the town of Kapoho was destroyed in 1960. Years later, a newly developed Kapoho town emerged on the water's edge. Beautiful and modern, this private gated community sits on the eastern tip of the Big Island. These gorgeous homes were either vacation or primary residences for many people. The location was perfect, pristine and idyllic. Crystal clear, clean waters, abundant marine life, beautiful sunrises, all made for the perfect island getaway. Change was on its way. On June 1st, the lava can be seen advancing towards the ocean, its final destination. Orders were given to evacuate immediately. On the night of June 3rd, literally overnight, fissure number 8 inundated vacation land and Kapoho beach lots. Lava consumed all in its path, destroying those once beautiful properties and filling Kapoho Bay with fresh new lava. What was here a mere 12 hours ago is now completely gone. 24 fissures opened up since May the 3rd, but none more active than fissure number 8. The U.S. Geological Survey says fissure number 8 alone was spewing 26,000 gallons of lava per second. As of June 25th, a total 30 billion gallons of lava have erupted from Kilauea, just over 6,000 acres covered by the flow, 637 homes destroyed, 28 farmers lost their agricultural crops, 112 million cubic meters of lava has poured out of 24 fissures, 260 acres of new land has been created.
Kilauea volcano began erupting in Halemaumau crater. Within hours, multiple dome fountains were active on the crater floor. There were several large fountains up to 160 feet, sending a wave of lava across the crater floor. This eruptive activity at Halemaumau ended on March the 7th.
Before traveling into our Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, please contact them for the latest information. We're Big Island Television. Stay with us. A tour of the southern end of the island is coming up.
Mauna Kea, kua hiwi ku ha'o I ka mālie. This is Mauna Kea, Hawaii's amazing white mountain. Towering in the calm above the Pacific, it is one of the scenic and spiritual treasures of the world. A special cosmic window that is accessible to only the intrepid few. Almost 25 years ago, Mauna Kea Summit Adventures pioneered the first guided trips to the mountain. Founder Pat Wright and his core of professional guides still reflect the spirit and the adventure of those early rugged times.
You know, reminiscing on our humble startup 24 years ago with an old Land Cruiser and a basket full of dusty sweaters, my guides and I have been pretty fortunate to pass our days exposing enthusiastic folks like you to the beauty and the serenity of Mauna Kea and the night sky. For us, guiding Mauna Kea isn't a sideline or the greatest new visitor product. At the core, it has always been our passion, our responsibility, and our pleasure. My staff and I would like to invite you to join us as we experience together this astonishing mountain that stands in the calm.
Mauna Kea, kua hiwi ku ha'o I ka mālie. Mauna Kea, kua hiwi ku ha'o I ka mālie.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
The southern end of the island has a character all its own, with cultural sites and a beach like no other in the state.
Leaving the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, our Big Island experience continues south on Highway 11 to Punalu'u Black Sand Beach, created by years of lava flowing into the ocean and cooling on its shoreline. Palm trees and balmy breezes makes for a comfortable day at Punalu'u. This beautiful coastline is in the district of Ka'u, home to the Wood Valley Temple, a Tibetan retreat for those learning the ways of Buddha. In the early summer months, the community gathers for its annual Ka'u Homegrown Coffee Festival, a 10-day event that includes live music, an open-air marketplace, local vendors, and a nature hike to the original water flume systems of this region. A short drive later are the quiet towns of Waiohinu and Na'alehu, Mark Twain's favorite vacation spot. This location is South Point, known as Kalai, the southernmost tip of the entire United States, farther south than Florida. It's believed that the very first Polynesians landed on this shoreline looking to start a new life. Today, it's a favorite family recreational area, a camping spot, and one of the best places to fly a kite. So far, we've seen white sandy beaches, a black sand beach, and now a green sand beach. Driving on the same South Point Road, you'll find Papakolea Beach. The cinder cone here is rich in olivine, a common mineral component of Hawaii's lava flows and one of the first crystals to form as magma cools. This is just one of 4 green sand beaches in the entire world. Traveling southwest, we come upon the National Historic Park of Pu'uhonua o Honaunau. In the days of old Hawaiian rule, the penalty for breaking one of the many strict laws was immediate death. The only salvation for a kapu breaker was to reach a sanctuary, a place of refuge before he was killed, so he could be forgiven and allowed to return to normal life in the community. Today, this is a favorite spot to enjoy Hawaii's traditional cultural arts. Traveling into the higher elevations, we come upon a sanctuary of a different kind, St. Benedict's Painted Church, erected in 1899 by Father John Velge. Without any professional training and using only house paint, he spent the next 4 years creating various three-dimensional biblical scenes on its interior walls as a way of teaching the Bible to those who could not read. Today, this church is a National Historic Place. The stretch of land the church is located on is known as the Kona Coffee Belt. It sits at the 800 to 3,000 foot elevation and spans most of South Kona. Perfect climatic conditions and abundant rainfall makes this area ideal for Kona coffee production. The only state in the U.S. growing coffee commercially is Hawaii. The coffee plant was brought to the Kona district in 1828 by the Reverend Samuel Ruggles. Henry Greenwell later established Kona Coffee as a recognized brand. Highest production begins in late summer, extending to early spring. In the month of March, small white flowers known as Kona snow covers the trees. Green berries appear in April, and by late August, red fruit called cherry starts to ripen, just in time for picking. Each tree is hand-picked several times between August and January. They'll provide around 15 pounds of cherry, which results in about 2 pounds of roasted coffee. Selecting only pure beans requires harvesting by hand. The berries are first poured into a husker, which removes the outer skin from the bean. The husked beans are then washed before they are put into heated dryers or spread out on large decks to sun-dry for several days. The dried beans are then sorted according to size and weight. Then the roast master goes to work, meticulously watching the progress of the roasted beans. Kona coffee is highly sought as a gourmet item. In recognition of Kona coffee history, each November a community festival is held celebrating this prized product. Since its inception in 1970, the Kona Coffee Cultural Festival has sought to preserve, perpetuate, and promote this 200-year coffee heritage by staging 10 days of festivities honoring pioneers, farmers, artisans, and Kona coffee. Another crop enjoying sweet success on the island is cacao. Hawaii is the only place in the United States with commercial cacao production. And each year, a chocolate festival is held to celebrate Hawaii's most delicious, decadent delight. There's lots more to see in West Hawaii, so stay with us on Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
The Visitor Aloha Society of Hawaii invites you to enjoy our island safely. Keep valuables in your hotel room, not in your car. While at the beach, keep your essentials with you. Divide your cash and credit cards. Should you experience an unfortunate incident, call our local police. VASH may be able to assist you with resources to meet immediate needs like food and transportation. Have a fun and safe vacation.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Our Big Island experience takes you shopping, as it was back in 1890. Those who needed to stock up on household goods found their items at the H.N. Greenwell store, a one-stop shop, everything you needed under one roof. Today, the Kona Historical Society invites you to view the community general store that once served the greater West Hawaii district. After shopping, families would take their supplies home. A home very much like this. Built in the 1920s, this is the Kona Coffee Living History Farm, the only such farm in the nation, depicting the Kona coffee farming lives of Japanese immigrants. View an authentic coffee processing mill. See how farmers would dry their coffee. And get a taste of dinner preparation. Preparing dinner could also include bread making. The Kona Historical Society gives you a hands-on experience in the traditional art of baking Portuguese sweetbread. Start by preparing the dough, rolling the dough, shaping the dough, and then bake it in an authentic hand-built wood-burning oven. The end result is delicious. And part of your road trip will include Holualoa, where many of the island's finest craftsmen live and work. The art community here has gained national notoriety for their exceptional work. Another stop is Kainaliu Town, once the center of all community activities in the shopping hub of the Kona district. The merchants today have managed to preserve its unique personality while offering name-brand shopping and fine cuisine. The Aloha Theater is home to the Aloha Performing Arts Company, staging many community events and first-rate musical theater productions. Coming up next, we'll enjoy the sights of the West Hawaii coastline as we head back into Kailua Village. On Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
Kimura's Fabrics is a treasure chest full of gorgeous textiles, contemporary patterns, and sewing accessories. From calico to palaka, floral to stripes, silks to lace, and of course Hawaiian patterns galore. Take home a piece of paradise from Kimura's Fabrics.
You're watching Big Island Television, Hawaii's Aloha Channel.
In the lower Kona district, there's two important historical events: the demise of Captain James Cook and the end of Hawaii's kapu system. And then it's fun in the sun on our way to Kailua Village.
Our Big Island experience is now at Kealakekua Bay, home to exotic marine life and Hawaii's rich history. British explorer Captain James Cook is credited with successfully charting the waters of Australia, the Hawaiian Islands, and New Zealand. On his third trip to the islands, January 1779, Cook and his crew were welcomed at Kealakekua Bay. He arrived during the makahiki season, a peaceful time of year. A few weeks later, he departed under stormy skies. Torrential conditions damaged his ship, causing him to return. But this time, relations with the local Hawaiians were not cordial. Cook was now seen as a threat, an invader. A skirmish ensued, and he was killed at this site on the edge of Kealakekua Bay, February 14, 1779. This monument was erected in his memory. Today, this marine life conservation district attracts ocean enthusiasts who come to enjoy its pristine, calm waters. In 1973, Kealakekua Bay entered into the National Register of Historic Places. Traveling to Keauhou, we come upon another battle which forever changed Hawaii's religious beliefs. In 1819, Hawaii's sacred code of laws, known as the kapu system, was abandoned by Queen Ka'ahumanu and her son Liholiho. Abolishing the kapu system brought turmoil. Some chiefs embraced the new social order. Others rebelled. The opposing forces collided at the Battle of Kuamo'o in a blaze of musket fire. 300 warriors died and were laid to rest at Lekeleke burial grounds. Gone forever was the practice of the kapu system. Hawaii was now open to new religious beliefs. which happened just 1 year later when the missionaries arrived and brought with them Christianity. Today, Kuamo'o Bay is a popular spot for lele kava, cliff diving. The historic district of Keauhou is today a resort community. The area is enjoyed by visitors from all over the world who come to vacation in the luxury resorts and condominiums overlooking Keauhou Bay. Down at the bay, fishing charter boats are launched regularly. Paddlers take to the ocean. And this is also the birthplace of King Kamehameha III. But it's not just the visitors who enjoy the area, so do the manta rays. Come and experience the nighttime feeding and the nighttime ballet of these beautiful creatures. It's a moment you won't forget. Two miles north is a favorite snorkeling spot, Kahalu'u Beach Park. This marine preserve offers spectacular viewing of Hawaii's underwater life in a safe and family-friendly environment. Over 100 species of fish live here. Its waters are shallow and calm, ideal for the novice swimmer. Your participation in helping to keep the bay clean and pristine is appreciated. Before getting in the water, talk with the Reef Teach volunteers for information and suggestions on how you can help keep the bay healthy and thriving. Returning back into Kailua town, you'll find many spots along the coastline to enjoy a variety of ocean-related activities. The Big Island of Hawaii truly is a paradise, an island of contrasting beauty and personal warmth, rich with history and open to the future. It's an island of fun and excitement, offering something to everyone. The Big Island, Hawaii at its best.
Mahalo for watching our program, Hawaii at its Best. While you're here, click on our links for more stories about our island home. I'm Kyra Keli, and thank you for visiting BigIslandTV.com.